All right. I do believe I am live. I'm getting, I can't tell if I'm getting any audio here or not, but it is what it is. Hang on a second. It wouldn't be a live stream without some kind of malfunction going on here. So let me check my audio. Let's see. What am I doing? Nope. Yep. No. Yes. Maybe. Yep. Yep. All right. All right. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, welcome one and all to yet another live stream for tonight. A new schedule. If I can maintain this schedule, I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I doing? Let's see. I want to close this. I want to make that go away. And then what am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, yes, yes. Share screen. Yes, I actually want to share a screen. So if I do this and make this pop up and do this here and then slide that over, there we go. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Like, if I don't do this on a regular basis, it feels like I forget every little thing. Let me see here. Do I want to do this? This looks all right. That looks all right. That looks all right. No, 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 no. That, I do not want that. How do I. No, not this. All right, seriously. Am I going to go back to. How do I do this better? No? Yes? No? Maybe? Hang on one second. Yeah, it's nothing like thrilling live entertainment here. Hang on one second. There. Maybe. This is what I'm wanting to do. All right. Okay. Now that I have all that settled, woof. I'm still sticking with EV instead of the StreamYards because for some crazy reason, I find myself liking this platform better. I don't know why. That could change. Let me see here. I want to go here. I want to go here. I want to go back this way. All right. All right. Now, doing some stuff on the back end here, trying to get the description and the thumbnail and all that jazz up and going. And I believe I am set. I want to thank you all for joining me tonight, whether you're live, you're lurking out there, or you catch me on a replay. This is a more of a comic book oriented live stream, something I normally try to keep on Saturdays, but with things being crazy for me and my scheduling being hectic, I have not done a regular comic book Saturday live stream in about a month or so. I'm looking to get back into that in the near future. So tonight, I'm going to share with y'all some articles I came across on. Catch this and that right there, and do this. Yeah, I'm still clicking on things to make things go and whatnot. All right. Okay, I do believe I am ready for this. Okay. Yes, 7 minutes into a live stream, and I believe I have everything ready to go. All my ducks are in a row at this point. Nothing has crashed and burned. My audio is still going as far as I can tell. Oh, goodness. Which is kind of odd because I used to hear the audio of my intro music starting up right when I hit play, and then it just no audio, and I had to wonder. I was wondering, was I getting any audio at all? But anyway, as you can tell by the thumbnail, tonight's chat will be Godzilla versus Marvel. Yay! This is actually looks pretty cool. I've come across a couple of articles on this. Let's see, might as well go right to this right here. This is Anime News Network. It's from Anime News Network because Marvel. Let me see if I can bigify this some. Yeah, this is it right here. Marvel and Toho to release Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Comics series. Marvel and Toho International announced on Friday that they will release the 5-part Godzilla Destroys a Marvel Universe series of comics, starting with the first issue on July 16th. Now, this will be fun. This looks loads of fun. Uh, Not a very new concept because Marvel had a old run of Godzilla and their Marvel Comics universe in the late 70s. I'll get to sharing that here pretty quick. Let's see. Writer Gary Dugan and artist Javier Garron are working on the series. Mark Brooks illustrated the main wraparound cover below, which looks pretty cool. Actually, I have I have this wraparound cover in a separate tab here. Look at that. We have, of course, Godzilla in the background here. We have the Hulk on the right of the frame. We have Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Thor, Scarlet Witch, Captain America here. We have Captain Falcon. We have Spider-Man, which honestly, Spidey, you might be outclassed on this one, but this looks fun. This looks like it might be a fun read. I'm kind of enjoying this before I go into critical mode and start nitpicking some things on the image here. I always look at like the artwork and going, how does this flow? But anyway, this is a really nice setup here. Now, this is Godzilla.com. I'm now looking at right here. Godzilla.com. Godzilla Destroys a Marvel Universe #1 arrives in comic book shops and online on July 16th. Let's see. The Anime News Network was dated April 12th of this year. So just a few short days ago. And I'm looking at this Godzilla.com article, and I'm not seeing a date, but I imagine it's about the same time. Of course, Godzilla.com being all things Godzilla, which is pretty cool. Now let's dig into this article some as I try to enlarge it here. After facing the Fantastic Four, the Hulk, Spider Man, the X Men, the Avengers, and Thor, the King of the Monsters is set to take on seemingly every Marvel Comics icon in a single event series when Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe #1 launches July 16th. Oh, this will be fun. This will be really fun. Let's see, of course, written by Jerry Dugan or Gary Dugan, with art by Javier Garron on Kenny X Men. Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe is a 5-issue event that promises to combine the forces of not only Marvel's heroes, but also its villains. Ooh, okay. So, yeah, when you run into the great big green bad that Godzilla is, like, okay, you got to call in everybody, not just all your heroes, but okay, all your villains, because your villains kind of have a stake in things as well, I guess. Let's see, and we got from Marvel's official solicitation. Look out, New York! A previously dormant Godzilla has been angrily awoken and begun carving a path of annihilation as Earth's mightiest heroes band together to try and stop its cataclysmic rampage. But when their combined efforts fail to slow the bringer of destruction, Earth's mightiest heroes are forced to go to extraordinary lengths to try to bring Godzilla down, including joining forces with Earth's most devious villains. Oh, goodness, this sounds so much fun. But will this be enough to stop Godzilla as it tears straight through the Marvel Universe into the dark dimension and other realms? Ooh, that sounds interesting. Plus, how is the King of Monsters connected to the mysterious metal vibranium? Oh, they got to have a tie in someplace. And what does this mean for Wakanda? Oh, boy, what does it mean for Wakanda? Oh, no. Oh, goodness. In the face of an unstoppable force of nature, the Marvel Universe must come together like never before in this earth shattering fight for Earth's survival. Earth shattering fight for Earth's survival. It's all hands on deck in the first of 5 electrifying chapters in this epic saga. Check out the full preview image for Marvel's upcoming Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe wraparound cover. Ooh, it's a wraparound cover. Yeah, very cool. Wraparound cover. That's going to be very, very cool. Okay. Okay, how do I escape this wraparound cover? Come on. Back tab. Nope, I don't want to do that. Escape. This is silly. Okay, anyway, this looks really, really fun. And I'll try reloading the page. This is a great time for my browser to say, I don't want to work right. No, I don't want to work right. Anyway, oh, here we go. Silly me, I was in the wrong tab. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Wraparound cover by Mark Brooks, which looked really, really cool. Okay. Checking out the website here to see what else they have. This actually looks a lot of fun. It's not the first time they've had Godzilla and the Marvel Universe. Like I said before, the original run of Godzilla goes back a number of decades, back to the crazy decade of the 70s. Let me share this tab with you all right here. This is gocollect.com. We have Godzilla, King of the Monsters, number one right here. August of 1977. I have a few of these. I don't have a complete run of this. It's like it's on my to grab list. It's like one day I will complete the run of Godzilla books here. Let me see. I do have some of these opened up here. This is Godzilla and Marvel Comics from way back when, August of 1977. Look at that cover. I mean, that is crazy. He's stomping all over the place, rampaging, pretty much destroying whatever he wants. Love that little tagline on the cover there. Look out, America. The mightiest menace of them all is coming your way. Look at that cover price, 30 cents. That is a great cover price. First fantastic issue from Toho Productions, famed movie series Godzilla, King of the Monsters. So yeah, this is not even the first time Marvel has teamed up with Toho Entertainment before. Here we have a nice widescreen view of this. Of course, this is a much nicer cover. I mean, we have a nice, more modern take on Godzilla. Let me share Godzilla issue 2 from 1977. Seattle under siege. Ha 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 ha. Second searing issue. And then as the 70s series progressed, we have this is issue 20 of the old 1977 series. It went from 77 to 78. So this is probably into 78 at this point. We have Godzilla with the Fantastic Four. He's looking a mite smaller here than what he normally does. But still, I mean, I really like how Marvel is going back and kind of say paying homage to what they've done in the past. Let me open up some of these other. Okay, so I was here and I started opening up. This is back to Godzilla.com, and they have what looks like links for the Fantastic Four crossover, the Hulk crossover, Spider Man, the X Men, the Avengers, and Thor. So let me see what we have here. Ooh, look at that. Godzilla. We have the Fantastic Four flying there as Godzilla is destroying all things around him. Godzilla versus Fantastic Four, number one. When was this? March 19th. This is probably already out, I imagine. Yep. So yeah, I may have to like look for this online or like drive an hour and a half to get to a nearby comic book store. And oh, look at this. This looks neat. We have the Fantastic Four facing off. Let me see if I can click on that. Oh, here we go. Aha. Aha. I made it do a thing. Look at that. We have Sue Storm. Mr. Fantastic. We have the Thing. We have We have all of them. This is great. Look at that. All right, so that was Godzilla versus Fantastic Four, which I'm guessing all of these smaller single issues lead up to Godzilla versus the Marvel Universe, or Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe. And this is Godzilla versus Hulk. Ooh. I'm going to share this. Oh, look at this. Godzilla versus Hulk. Now that is neat. Let me go back here. Here we go. Now let me read a little bit about this because this looks really fun here. I'm going to have to. The second installment of the Godzilla versus Marvel event is set to stomp into comic book stores on April 16th, pitting the king of the monsters against the strongest there is. Ooh. And a kaiju packed throwdown featuring a version of the Thunderbolts, as illustrated by artist Giuseppe. Oh my goodness. Kamun Kali. I'm sure I've mispronounced that name, but anyway, this fella here did the artwork for it. To find out what fans can expect from Godzilla versus Hulk #1, we got in touch with writer uh, Gary Dugan, who may be eschewing his trademark humor skills in favor of tonal terror. Ooh. She says here, my first Godzilla encounter was right around the time I was ferociously reading comic books, so the Marvel heroes and the big guy both were leaving bruises on my young brain back in the Bronze Age of comics. Okay, cool. So he goes back a ways. Oh, okay, let's check out some of the artwork here. I'm going to share this tab right here. We have, I guess, is a Mecha Godzilla that is firing some missiles at Godzilla, taking him down. That looks neat. Okay, I do like the look of this. I really like the look of this. I like with Toho Entertainment involved, it really has kind of a manga feel to it, which I can really appreciate. Ooh, oh, look at this. This is Godzilla versus Spider-Man. Godzilla versus Marvel collaboration has revealed some monster expressions of fandom from its creators, but Godzilla versus Spider-Man #1 writer Joe Kelly's commitment is particularly permanent. Not only is the longtime comic and animation creator a fan of the King of Monsters from way back, Kelly's acclaim for recent films cements the scribe as a standout. This looks good. I mean, I kind of think Spider Man, I mean, anybody really short of like the Hulk or Thor, they're going to have their work cut out for them facing off against Godzilla. I mean, seriously. Godzilla versus Spider Man. We got some artwork here. Oh, let this tab load, and then I will share this. Oh, look at that. There we go. It's enlarged. Zoom over. Big as life Godzilla. I mean, seriously, Spider Man, what can you do at this point? There's no amount of uh, webbing that can even slow a force of nature like Godzilla. That is crazy. Oh, this is nice. Okay. Okay, I gotta share. Oh, look at this. Godzilla versus the X-Men. Okay. This looks like it's going to be a variant cover galore here. I mean, look at this. This actually looks fun. This really does take me back to the 70s when I was reading my few issues of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. All right. Godzilla versus X-Men #1 drops May 14th from Marvel Comics. Following the Fantastic Four, the Hulk, Spider-Man, Marvel's Merry Mutants are next up to face the King of the Monsters. I like that. I like these individual books leading up to the 5-issue Godzilla versus the Marvel Universe. Let's see. From Marvel's official solicitation, when a robotics firm draws a kaiju's anger, the X-Men are called in to protect a world that hates and fears them from the counterstrike of Godzilla. But what are the reasons for Godzilla's attacks? And are the X-Men on the right side? Are they indeed? Follow the X-Men as they take on the King of the Monsters before humanity sends forth the Sentinels to finish the job. Oh, look at this. Okay. Hang on, hang on. I'm going to click on some of these and enlarge them because these just look awesome. There we go. Okay, the X Men, I could see possibly being a little bit more of a match for Godzilla. I mean, wow. And then this cover, which I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Godzilla versus the X-Men and these people. All right, Wolverine, you're going to have your healing factor tested there, I do believe. And then what looks like the final variant cover for the X-Men run is kind of a team shot of all of them with Godzilla in the background, and then Professor Xavier in the background there as well. This looks fun. I actually can't wait for these books to get released. And then what else was there? Okay. So that was the Godzilla versus the X-Men. And now Godzilla, King of the Monsters versus the Avengers. Arriving in comic book shops and online on June 18th. Very cool. Again, it looks like we get a multi variant cover. Let's see, from Marvel's official description, the original New Avengers return to face an unstoppable enemy, Godzilla. In the aftermath of a massive battle between Godzilla, Fin Fang Foom, the Avengers, and Jet Jaguar, Shield tries to make sense of what went down. but everyone's telling a different story. What really happened during that fateful clash? Find out when Earth's mightiest heroes take on Earth's mightiest kaiju. Oh, goodness. And then, of course, we get the variant covers that I'm going to cycle through here. Oh, this is nice. We get the Captain America, we get Wolverine, Iron Man, Spider Woman, Spider Man. And is that? I have no idea who that is. Luke Cage, I'm guessing. I honestly don't know. That looks like a cool cover. Let me. Ah, look at that. Godzilla versus the Avengers. These covers are really nice. As I'm scrolling down here, we get a number of covers here. Yeah, they're leaning heavily into the variant covers. It's giving me 90s, early 90s nostalgia here. We get Fin Fang Foom, Wolverine here saying, "Stay back, Bubs. Only Fin Fang Foom can stop Godzilla." Yeah. And then I love that they're like adding manga influences in it. This looks like a really nice collaboration. And this cover here, Marvel, The Ultimate Showdown, main event. Godzilla versus the Avengers. Spider-Man, Luke Cage, that isn't Luke Cage. Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Wolverine, Luke Cage, Iron Man, yep, very cool. And then, let's see, what else was there? I'm looking through all the tabs here. Oh, of course, Godzilla versus Thor, which honestly, I think that is probably a better match. Arrives in comic shops on July 2nd. Written by longtime Thor scribe Jason Aaron and illustrated by Aaron Cutter, Daredevil. Godzilla vs. Thor #1 serves as a concluding chapter in the Marvel vs. or Godzilla vs. Marvel series, consisting of Marvel vs. Fantastic Four, or Godzilla versus Fantastic Four, Godzilla versus the Hulk, Godzilla versus Spider Man, Godzilla versus the X Men, and Godzilla versus Avengers. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. Okay, so it consists of those 5 issues. Okay, that's neat. The deadly group of assassins known as the Hand have bestowed Godzilla with the power of the beast, Krakoom. Thor must defend Midgard from Godzilla, but at what cost? Oh, this just sounds so much fun. And then we've got some crazy looking covers here. Oh, these look fun. It's actually kind of rare that I'm getting kind of interested in newer books. Let me share this tab here. That is a nice cover. I mean, we get a little shot of Thor here, and then Godzilla pretty much filling the frame of the book. Let me zoom in for effect. It's like, that is intimidating. Let me check out some of the other covers they have here. Here's another one. Godzilla versus Thor. That's pretty neat. And this one right here. I really like the varying styles and art. Let me see here. Dun, 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 okay. Just checking out some other tabs here. And oh, they've got a number of covers for Godzilla versus Thor. That's a nice one. I don't know what all's going on there, but that looks exciting. And then the last Godzilla versus Thor is this one. So yeah, if the story is good, they are going to kill it. I don't know which one is my favorite. I mean, this might be the sort of thing where I have to go and collect them all. This really is bringing back early 90s nostalgia. Getting some look at the various artwork. This actually looks like a pretty impressive feat here. Godzilla versus Fantastic Four. Now let's compare this to the where was it? As I've got like two browser windows and about 20 or 30 or 40 tabs open here. Oh, here we go. So here's the new Godzilla versus the Fantastic Four, and here is the one from the late 70s, 1978. Still impressive. Still loads and loads of fun. It really comes down to, will the heroes of Marvel be able to defeat Godzilla? Let me share this one. This is Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe. That looks like a nice wraparound cover. Yeah, something I'm definitely looking forward to getting. I was reading up on this some last night, thinking, okay, well, how do you destroy Godzilla, or at least how do you like pacify him and make him just go away? I mean, you can throw everything at him and just hope for the best, which is probably what will be happening here. I don't know. I mean, I really this. I'm actually anticipating this. This looks fun. Let's zoom in on this, and we got Iron Man down here. We got Wolverine, Storm, Rogue, Doctor Strange, Hulk, the Fantastic Four there, Thor, Spider Man, Scarlet Witch. Honestly, it seems like between Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch, you should be able to do something with Godzilla there, but there's no telling how they'll go about telling the story. Loads and loads of fun. Anyway, this is just what I was wanting to share with everyone. The first segment here. Now I'm going to switch things up. I mean, I'm going to go from a really what looks like a really fun comic book franchise to something that thought was really just as neat, and that is a website I came across a few nights back. Not related to anything, just what is this? All right, switching things up here. This is something new and fun I came across. This is solarsystemscope.com. And what this is just a really neat, interactive, clickable, and draggable website that shows the solar system. You can use the mouse to click and drag and the mouse wheel to zoom in and out of the solar system. I mean, I spent so much time on this website the other night or a few nights back just exploring, clicking and dragging. That is so much fun. We can look at the lens flare. Look at this. Yep, lens flare. This solar system brought to you by J.J. Abrams. No, okay. Anyway, we get Mars. You can click on Mars. You can click on Explore here. We can go to Visit. As we zoom in, oh look, more lens flare. Oh no! All right. Oh, lens flare again. Look at that. It's a J.J. Abrams movie right here. Lens flare galore. All right. That is a really neat. I mean, this kind of takes me back to my younger years and like middle school. And if you ever think back to when you were in middle school in like the 70s or 80s, for those of you who are around back then, and the teacher would say, your science class teacher would say, okay, everybody go and write a report on the solar system. And everybody would like run to the library and school library and pick out some books on the solar system and the planets. Click on, oh, this is neat. So you click on structure. Yeah, you'd run to the library, school library, pick out a book or two on the planets and just start copying the description of the planets word for word from the book and turn in your little book report on the planets. So this is kind of like more nostalgia. The Godzilla versus Marvel was nostalgia. This is nostalgia. This is kind of a nostalgia driven stream here. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. As I double check things. Okay, all sounds good. Every once in a while, I go back and double check my audio settings because things seem to be operating a little strangely for tonight. Mars. I like this. I'm able to just click and hold the mouse around and just rotate the planet around. We get a. Uh oh. Oh, okay. I may have to go back and. Okay, hold on. Let me share with you all a. I got too many tabs open. I just had a little message saying, "Oh, you've run out of system RAM," or some such thing. This, of course, is what happens when you have 30 or 40 tabs open, and I got to close them all. Close that one, close that one, close that one. That one's neat. Close that one, close that one, close that one. Share this one. Close that one, close that one. And all right, let me reload. All right, this is good. So, solar system scope.com. When you go to the website and load it up, you click start on online model and you click start and it loads up. More lens flare. Now, this is a neat way to explore the solar system. I guess, like I said, this is kind of nostalgia for me because this really did take me back to my middle school years. I can still remember uh, sitting at the desk, going through click the screen to run the model. Here we go. And then, of course, we get little constellations and such in the background. You can like move it around. This just takes me back. It's we can look at the top view, we can look at the bottom view. I'm zooming out with the mouse wheel. There's Mars, Saturn, Jupiter. Oh, uh-oh. Where's Jupiter? Oh, Uranus, Jupiter, Neptune, Pluto. Click on Explore right here. Click on Visit, and we zoom in. Like we're zooming through space right now, going wee! And there's Pluto. Click on Encyclopedia. Pluto is the largest object in the Kuiper belt. It is also the largest and second most massive known dwarf planet in the solar system. Moons discovery. Discovered in 1930 by astronomer Clyde Tombaugh. Pluto was originally classified as the ninth planet from the Sun. However, the discovery of similar sized objects within the Kuiper belt prompted the International Astronomical Union to reclassify Pluto in 2006 as a dwarf planet. Yeah, well, as far as I'm concerned, I say bah on that. I'm going to say Gen X bah. As far as I'm concerned, Pluto is a planet. It is the ninth planet. So there. Take that, the International Astronomical Union type people. Let's see. We got structure. Oh, look at that. Now, this is neat. I do like this because we get a nice cutaway view of the layers, the outer crust, nitrogen ice, mantle, water ice, and the core, a dense, solid rock. And that is just really neat. But anyway, I can minimize that, zoom back out. What happens if I hit this? Solar system. Ta-da! It's really neat because some of the options they give you on this website is let's see, you can hide and show planets, hide and show moons, comets, stars. Let's see, there's some Constellation lines. If I click on that, that hides the constellations. Scale grid. Okay, that makes the grid go away. So that kind of, click on OK there. Oh, look at that. All right, so here we have Pluto and then what they call the other dwarf planets in the system. We got Eris here, we got Haumea, and then Makemake. I like this because I didn't actually know that if you look at it on the side view, see all the other planets are pretty much on the same, almost on the same vertical plane. It's Pluto whose orbit goes crazy, like out here. Then Eris has this wild orbit over here. Makemake and Haumea are also out here. So that is crazy. Of course, we get the outer asteroid belt. We get the inner asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, which is really neat. I think the other night I spent like an hour just breezing through this website here, going looking at all these planets. Let's see if I move this. This is neat. If I move this here, it sets things in motion. We get Earth spinning, we get Venus moving, we get Mercury, Mars, Ceres moving there. Zoom out, there's Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and then Neptune, and then Pluto, all the way out here, the 9th planet. I'm going to say that is the 9th planet, and I will not hear otherwise. So that is cool. We can see things in motion. When you keep on zooming out here, and there is, let's bring the stop to this right here and just click on that. So as you keep zooming out, we get, oh, what's this pops up? All the nearby neighboring stars that may or may not have planets with life and on them and whatnot. Like here's Sirius, here's Procyon, Rigel, Centaurus, and keep zooming out more, and it keeps, there's Altair. As I rotate this around. That is just really neat. And keep zooming out here. We got Vega there. Keep zooming out. Arcturus. What is this guy? This is Danabola, Capella, Pollux. This is if you like this sort of thing, kind of a nerdy, sciencey, geeky stuff, you keep zooming out and zooming out, and all of a sudden, whoa, here we go, the galaxy. It's the galaxy. Got the Orion Spur. What is this? Perseus Arm. What is that? The Norma Arm. Galactic Bar. I look at this and I think, okay, let's see. Federation of Planets here. Klingons somewhere around here. Romulans somewhere around here. Borg somewhere around here. The Cardassians, whatnot, and whoever over here. Who's somebody over here? The Cytherians right here. Q. Q could be all over the place. But anyway, keep zooming out, and that is as far out as you can zoom on this, which is pretty neat. You can zoom all the way in. No, it's just I just came across this earlier. Keep zooming in. There's the sun. There's the sun. This is just neat. Yeah. Uh, oh, to think of if we had something like this in the 70s when I was a kid in school, we could have just like sat in front of our computers, just breezing through the solar system, looking at stuff. Let's explore Jupiter. Let's visit Jupiter. And we go, wee, zooming right in on Jupiter. Look at that. You can click and drag around. Oh, lens flare. Jupiter brought to you by J.J. Abrams. More lens flare. Okay, there's a red spot. Structure of Jupiter. Atmosphere. Molecular hydrogen and helium. Mantle. Liquid metallic hydrogen and helium. And the core is dense solid rock. That is neat. Planet system. Jupiter and its moons, which is really cool. Now I know it's like what was it? 2010 put out there that Jupiter could become a sun, and there used to be more planets, and we'd have a binary star system with the sun and Jupiter being two stars. But honestly, I didn't really think of that. I mean, looking at this, and then looking at say Saturn. I mean, if you zoom in on Saturn, Saturn has a lot more moons to it. You could actually have a smaller mini solar system if, say, in the realm of science fiction, if anything ever happened to say Saturn to convert it into a small sun, and if any of these little moons would be habitable, which probably not. I don't know. Visit. There we go. Tethys, moon of Saturn. Encyclopedia. Craters. Okay. Tethys is the fifth largest moon of Saturn. Low density, very bright surface indicates it is made of water, ice, and only a small fraction of rock. Oh, well, that's kind of neat. Let's see. Oh, this is neat. Hyperion, Tethys, Titan. Titan is the largest moon of Saturn and the second largest moon in the solar system. It's also the only natural satellite known to have a dense atmosphere and surface liquid. Crazy. Titan's unique atmosphere is largely composed of nitrogen and is a little denser than that of Earth. Titan is a superrotator, which means its atmosphere rotates much faster than its surface. Oh. The climate, including wind and rain, creates surface features similar to those of Earth, such as dunes, rivers, lakes, seas, and deltas. Titan is also dominated by seasonal weather patterns. Hmm. It is believed that Titan may resemble the Earth at an early stage in its development. Titan is also one of the prime candidates for possibility of extraterrestrial life. Oh, that's neat. Okay. Yeah, you learn something new every day. So let's go back out. Yeah, this was neat. Let's see how much I've been rambling on now for an hour. So yeah, I started off with Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe. I went around looking at some covers, some artwork. All of this looks really neat. I'm quite anticipating waiting for all this to be released so I can just go and get all of them all in one fell swoop and just enjoy them. Let's see. I went from that, then I shared this solarsystemscope.com, which is a really neat website for you that are like sciencey, nerdy, geeky types. Let's see. I do believe I'm going to draw it to a close tonight. I want to thank you all for hanging out, for lurking, for catching me on a replay. Thank you so much for visiting me. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, and comment on what you think of Godzilla versus Marvel. Let's see. Looking at the time. Yeah, I've been going on a little bit over an hour, and I'm going to draw it to a close tonight because tomorrow will be another busy day for me. Let's see what I want to do. I want to adjust that as I get my theme going here. Thank you all for visiting me, whether live, lurking, or catching me on a replay. Feel free to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, everyone, go read a good comic book. Go enjoy a good TV show, movie, or novel, what have you. And next I'll be on Thursday? Yeah, maybe Thursday night. Then Friday afternoon on Comic Relief Crusaders channel. Until next time, everyone, catch y'all later.